Hi everyone, bedtime routine can be a battlefield.
Yes, pajamas disappear. Oh, I forgot to brush my teeth. Or I don't want to brush my teeth. A screaming child, and you desperately, I remember those times with the toothbrush getting into that closed mouth that doesn't want to brush their teeth. Then you finally tucked your kids into bed and they're asking for water. They're still hungry. And you're like, no, this is never ending. Finally, it feels like your day comes to an end. You go slowly out of the room and you hear that slight little voice calling, Mommy. And we know that feeling very well, that frustration where you only want the day to be over and a couple of minutes for yourself. But what if those bedtimes don't have to end in frustration, anger, or fights?
What if we could actually look forward to those times? Times of connections, times of peace and calm, growing together in our relationship with our children.
Because it's such a precious window in the day, and we don't realize that it often gets robbed also because of our expectation, because we just want to get them in bed and get frustrated if chaos breaks out.
And today we want to share the secret of a peaceful bedtime routine, something real, something powerful, something concrete that you can actually start today.
Yeah, and even if today was messy, and what we need to change often is our expectation, because our expectation is for that free evening, for that free moment, which isn't bad, but what if we transform it and think about those bedtime rituals or the last couple of minutes with your kids to be a sacred time?
Bedtime isn't just about getting our kids to bed. It's actually a special window during the day when the heart of our kids are very open.
Yeah. This is why creating a calm and gentle rhythm is not just good to have, but is really powerful because you're creating an atmosphere of trust where they feel safe enough to open up their hearts.
And it's proactive because those moments we cannot really create them, but we can facilitate the surrounding, we can make space for it. And this is why it's a very key moment.
So let's not be robbed of those special moments, because that's what our kids need. Not chaos, not rushing, not screaming, but really peace, comfort, safety, and just a listening ear that is here for them when they need to share something.
And of course, when you hear that, you could feel confronted because your bedtime routine is actually very chaotic.
Yeah. We don't want you to tune away because we want to encourage you. There's little steps we all can take because nobody has this like peaceful, secure, harmonious bedtime routine without effort.
Okay, number one, rhythm, no rush. We all know when the bedtime is chaotic, the children are going to feel it. It's going to come out somewhere during the evening. But having actually a flow that is always the same days after days is first good for you, but also very good for your child.
Yeah, and how could that look like? It could be like bath time, then like putting on pajamas, then brushing the teeth, then maybe you're doing a devotion, a Bible story, or some worship time quietly, and then prayer time and lights out. I mean, that can be anything that you include in your bedtime routine, but just like kind of the same flow and structure, which helps our kids to feel secure every night.
Number two, emotional connection and not correction. It's not the time to speak about all the problems of the day, everything they didn't do well. This is a time to meet their heart.
Like you could ask questions like what was the best part of your day, or what was a little bit hard, or what could we thank Jesus for today, to just like have this conversation. If it was a very difficult day, you might have to, as a parent, ask for forgiveness to conclude the day too. And maybe your child will also feel the need to ask for forgiveness, so you can conclude that. But as Hugues said, don't bring all the
messy stories.
the messy stories up. This is not the time, because as we said, it's a sacred moment. And if we have a habit of bringing all of those difficult parts up, our kids won't open up their hearts. So bring it up maybe the day after, like talk about it. Better it would have been like before the evening bedtime routine, but just like see where you can weave that in better.
Number 3, invite God's presence over the night.
Because that also brings calm and kind of concludes the evening ritual by praying over them. It doesn't have to be long either, speaking life over them and just blessing them.
Number 4, calm the atmosphere. It's going to be a lot easier if the room is actually a peaceful place. How can you do that? Dim the lights. You may want to have some worship music in the back. And I think very important for the dads, we have the tendency to use this bedtime to excite our kids to play some crazy games, which actually are not going to help in calming
the atmosphere, nor our child.
Number 5, consistency over perfection. Some nights won't go the way we want it.
No, some will be messy. There's water that is spilled. There's screaming that will be happening. But if we create this consistency, this rhythm, which in turn gives our kids security and also just like a kind of sense of they know what is going to happen, it will create an atmosphere that goes far beyond their childhood. So just stick with it, stay with it, even during those messy moments.
Number 6, start earlier when you know it's going to take longer.
Yeah, and that's really a key that we had to use multiple times.
And I think it's very important to start earlier sometimes because you have an event. Maybe there's some people coming at home, or you know, I had to go out of the house on Mondays.
Yeah.
I knew I had to start earlier because if I was doing it exactly as it is usually and it wasn't finished on time, I would start stressing because I had an appointment outside the house.
But
So-
even like, not even just if we have something going on, but a lot of times we just like feel our children. It's just like taking forever for their pajamas getting on. They're like brushing their teeth for 30 minutes and just trying to extend the bedtime. So then you even like push it, you start 10-15 minutes earlier. Like that, you're not frustrated and you're not under this time constraint. So that's really
Very important.
Parenting with wisdom, and has helped us so much.
And it's amazing how much calmer bedtime routine can be if you're leading it instead of chasing it.
Your bedtime routine shouldn't be a checklist because it's so much more important. It's a sacred moment where we connect with the heart of our child and they open up their hearts. So if your routine looks chaotic today, just take one of the advice we've given you. Don't start with all of them because that will overwhelm your children. It will overwhelm you. Stay with one, do it for a week and add another one and see how your bedtime routine will transform. We really hope this video encouraged you and we're excited to see you next week. Until then, bye.